Hello everyone, Zeotech here, and welcome back to the Block Farmers server. Now in the previous small episode, you saw me building the Enderman farm, and so far that is working brilliantly. We're going to go ahead and get started with our next project, which is the slime farm. And so now Block has decided to take a dip in the clip, so... did he say anything? Okay, he didn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. I'm thinking I'm going to do a small little tour of what's been going on. As you see, a little bit changed here. I went ahead and added the sugarcane farm. I'm gonna link it to the tutorial that I used in the description. And for some reason, my villagers decided not to breed. If anyone has any kind of information about why, it'd be much appreciated. I even added it in this thing to think that maybe that was a problem, but it's not. My only suspicion is that these villagers are too close and it's interrupting with them. That's the only thing I can think of. So I'm thinking about moving them back, maybe either A, above the door villager back there, or B, just moving the whole thing back. But I have to do some more internal testing to see exactly how far I need to move them in order for them to breed, because without them being able to breed, they're kind of useless. I know Snowblock was just here doing something. Oh wow, bottles of Enchanto. Good job. Found it. That's gonna be really helpful. We're definitely gonna keep him, because this right here, yeah, that's good right there. First, nice. All right, let's go ahead and continue this started. Good job, Sona. That's gonna be extremely helpful. You basically need that for an efficient trading setup. That and a paper trader. Then from there, you just kind of spread on. So, let's see, let's go ahead and check over here. This was just out yesterday. I actually started this build, and then I believe Brick finished it. He probably finished it on camera, because this was originally in his build. I thought it'd help him out a little bit. He went ahead and added a bottom layer. I added it from here on up. I had it set up on a timer, and he modified it to make it a little bit longer, because he wanted to be on a little bit more time before it swapped. As you see, they are working brilliantly. These are, I'll link a tutorial to these as well. They're very simple tower designs, and they've always been just fairly efficient. So, let's see, what else we got here? As you see, we have horses, we have stables everywhere. Little Dad's just made a, there he goes right there, in his glorious diamond armor as always. He made basically a little stable and a little automated farm. What is this? Free brick waffles, extra enchanted books. Oh wow, a few good ones in there actually. Depth Striders. I'll actually be taking the Depth Striders for a later build. Flame 1, I might want that, but we'll go ahead and just go with this right here. Depth Striders is pretty useful. I'm actually planning on using that for later build coming up here within the next few episodes. We just found a underwater temple. I found one a little while back, and I think Brick found the same one, and he linked a portal to it, which is awesome. I also linked a portal to the end portal, so that's good too. Here we are with Mr. Laggy. Yeah. And let's see. Sorry about typing on video. I know that seems kind of rude, but you know, we're a nice, you know, tight little server, so we talk to each other for the most part. SC Juan. His name is Juan. I gave that to Brick in between the Christmas episodes, because he said he wanted a donkey. So let's go ahead and check out put these on with our Flying Feather Flying Boots. It's a new way of travel now. Let's go ahead and check out how the Iron Farm's coming. We swapped it up. Well, the Iron Titan's still there, but I don't really know if it's producing anything. But either way, we did set up the dock-in tower designs, and no, not the tower, because people think the tower is a different thing right now. These designs right here, I can't remember exactly what they call them, but everyone just calls them the document design, because he was the one that originally did the tutorial on it from the the guys, you know, JL and them. And so it's been working great. Unfortunately, there's none passing through it right now, so I can't show you, but... And I'll show you the iron that we built up right now. This is even from us using iron at the same time that it's producing it. And look how much we have. Look at that. I mean, that's... I just took like 4 or 5 stacks just a little bit ago, and it's already back up to this. I mean, it's producing a large amount, and I'm extremely satisfied. It should be plenty enough for our server. I wish we went with that in the first place instead of worrying about the Iron Titan. The Iron Titan is pretty glitched out when it comes to the way it works, and with us being on a Realm server, I'm not quite sure it was going to be easy to get to work. I'm pretty positive we could have got to work, but I'm not too convinced about it right now. So, let's go ahead and keep going. I'm going to take you by the in farm just for a second, and actually, let me show you over here we set up. Brick went ahead and set up, he said it was on the, I believe the Hermitcraft server as well. Where is it at? I am probably completely missing it. Oh, there it is. Right over here, you see these hoppers. He set up a way to collect all the ender pearls from the end, and it just filters into these right here. So that's good. We don't need to go to the end portal just to get ender pearls, which is basically the new way for me to travel. Try not to do it terribly too much, if not needed, but I could be using a horse as well. So we have a few modes of travel right now. So let's go ahead and take you to the end real quick and show you how everything turned out. It's still a work in progress. The actual farm itself is up and running, and it's working absolutely beautiful. I will put a link to the tutorial for that one. It's a very simple design. It's really low on resources, especially if you use slabs. And it took me a few hours to make it. I might have put the timestamps for how long it actually took to build it, or at least for how long it takes to get to level 30 with it, which, if I remember correctly, it takes about a minute and a half, which is not bad at all. So let's go ahead and go check that out real quick. Eat some food. Chicken all day. Chicken is love. Chicken is life. I could use steak, but this is more infinite. So, and I go through a lot of food. So yeah, this took a while to build. I know in the last episode I kind of just did like a commentary over the entire video. Let's see. Yeah, so this is some of the stuff I was originally going to use the snowballs to get the endermite, but instead I just went ahead and gathered some ender pearls and did it that way. If you look real close to the left, you probably can't see it, but there is another tunnel right here below us, which is why you can't see that outline right here. That is the one that leads to the portal to put the ender pearls in. So I actually did not know you could do that, because I don't watch as many YouTube videos as I used to, because I'm too busy recording videos, editing, along with real life stuff. So, and I just see my Fire World Display project over to you, but so that weird sound. You try being the firework display. I still need to show mine. I came up with a small design, and I'll probably put that in a small tease video, which I still haven't released yet, although I have the footage for it. And I just see there's a small minecart that kind of comes back and forth. It's very simple to use. As you see, the sound's kind of glitched out. Whoops, let me get out of here, Scott. We have 73 in here right now, but I've seen up to like 100 and something in here, so let's go ahead and hop into this cart. It's pretty simplistic. So basically, you can just sit here and hammer all day. For some reason, I was taking damage, and I don't know why, actually. That's kind of new to me. Either way, so that's working. I'll put some of these extra ones in here. Put the book in here. Or it's not needed right now. So yeah, working great. I already used one of my first level 30s just to enchant me a good axe to get some wood. So let's go ahead and head out of here and continue on with our build for today, which is going to be the slime farm. I've already this is basically Brick already carved out the chunk for the slime farm. It's a 3 long chunk, so it's basically just a giant, you know, L or I, or whatever you want to call it. I guess not an L, it's technically an I. And it's basically just a long I, you know, 3 chunks, 3 connected, awesome. And it's producing a lot as it is when it comes to if you just go down there and manually kill them, especially if it's daytime. And what we're going to be doing today is automating it now that we have a sufficient source of iron. Making hoppers is not that big of a deal. The only hard part I find now making hoppers is to actually get the wood, which is necessary. So as you see, we're going to spawn back in our house right here. I'm going to hop down because, you know, whatever. Fall damage don't mean nothing to me. But now I have to go sleep because it is nighttime. Try to do this video as little as I can without cutting too much. Alright, there we go. So let's go ahead and hop through here. Be gone. So much stuff going on. And if you watched my Enderman farm video for the last episode, you'll see that I was wearing a pumpkin and there wasn't any kind of overlay on the screen to obstruct your view. And that's because I modified my custom overlay that I use, which is this right here. I use my custom overlay over the other ones, no matter what I use, because it makes the redstone easier to see, among with a few other things. What is he doing? Did he activate? No. Hoping he's gonna activate speed 2 here soon. So let's go ahead and hop over to the slime farm. We're gonna go through Brick's route. Wait, we're gonna need some sand first. We still don't have enough hoppers, as you see. I only have 59 in my inventory. That might be enough to do maybe one side worth of hoppers. But I'm still going to need a lot more to actually do everything in hoppers. And that's going to be the first step that I'm going to do, is actually do the hoppers and the sand. In some previous times I did it, I put the cactus in first because sometimes I can't be a smart man. And that's just not a smart thing to do, because while you're walking around, you're bumping into them, you're taking damage. So it's just easier just to go ahead and place those last, let them grow. They'll still work perfectly fine. We're also going to have to clear out some space. We're going to have to clear out a few more. We're going to have to basically clear out a hallway behind where the sand's going to be, because cactus can't grow with anything near them like that. So I keep forgetting to get the sand. I keep just walking right past the chest that I know has the sand. So let's just go ahead and grab a few stacks of this. I don't know if this is enough. It should be enough. Grab an extra one just for good luck. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm also gathering some other materials. GG. So that this will all go smoothly. We also have to make another spawning pad, because he went down extremely far down, and I don't feel comfortable digging any further down to place everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just build another spawning pad. It's only gonna be like 2 or maybe even only 1 high, which means you won't be getting the larger slimes, which is fine. It's not going to obstruct the rates that much, especially if someone's AFKing in it all night, like I tend to do. I'm always paranoid that this is going to be ice now. I don't know why. And then we're going to have a collection area over here in a big room. So that should be good. So we're going to hop down here. As you see, we already got some punks that are, you know, wanting to fight, but we're going to go ahead and place the sand down first. And then I will be right back with you. I'm going to place sand in every single one of these markers right here, which I have marked down already. And then we'll be back in just a moment. Man, I'll tell you what, man. I absolutely love being down here sometimes, because I get such good frames per second. It just hit 600 a moment ago because of the fact that there's not much having to load. So, as you see, we did the little checkerboard style going all the way through. I think I could probably fix some of these corners that are kind of weird, lopsided looking, but it doesn't really matter too much. It's gonna be fine because the hopper's gonna all go to the same place. So we're gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and basically knock out. Let me make sure I'm not using the soak touch. But okay, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out what we have right here. Basically these pillars, because you know we can't put the credit there too. And then I have to go ahead and make a hallway around this whole thing. Well, it shouldn't take me too long, but it's going to take me some time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And again, we will be back in just a moment. Sorry about the cuts, but you really do want me to just see me just doing this, you know, for, you know, 5-6 minutes straight. So, alright, be back in a moment. Alright, and I have carved out behind all of this. As you see, there's a lot of loose stuff on the floor because I am completely maxed out here. I'm gonna have to go source some stuff before I do anything else. And I'm probably gonna temporarily just place this ladder back here, and I'll just remove that whenever it comes time for me to make a better way to get down here. So that's working out good. So next thing I'm gonna be doing is basically doing this, which is basically just carving out the spaces for the hoppers. So we'll be, let's see, yeah. Well, it shouldn't take too long to do that. I'm gonna go store some stuff and we'll be right back. Alright, now that the channel's cleared out, and I've killed the slimes that keep trying to kill me, we're going to go ahead and start placing everything. The collection area is going to be right over here, so I think I'm going to branch off from this one. Oh, no, that's not able to do that. Can I do this one? Let's go ahead and remove the sand for right now. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and branch off from this one. Let's go ahead and place this right here. There we go. That was just a place marker. Alright, so basically everything will be branched from here, from this single space, and it'll all be flowing down to here. And I'll be making a water elevator at some point to link it up there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place as many of these that I can possibly afford to place until I run out, and then I will go get some more. So I will see you when this part is done. This is probably one of the more longer parts next to filling in and making a whole other spawning pad. So I will see you momentarily. Alright everyone, this has taken me forever. Not just the time to like actually place all these hoppers, but to gather all these hoppers. It was nerve-wracking. It was so much wood needed to get these. So yeah, and more importantly, all the iron I needed to use. I ended up using probably a little over half of what was in the our iron farms chest so far. And so sorry, the fellow block farmers. I don't mean to be greedy, but this is for everybody else. So whoa, that couldn't have happened again in a million years. So I keep just kind of chucking everything else back in here, so that's why there's some in there already. So we left with just 4 left, man. So we're gonna place cactus just yet, even though I have an inventory. I'm gonna go ahead and count how big this pad is, so I can figure out how many resources I have to gather in order to build one more of these, but on this level. And that's just to kind of contain the water on the outside. So. And yes, they will be able to jump back onto this initial spawn pad, unless I make it too high, which I might at some point. But initially, my tests have shown that they'll still just kind of swim into the cactus. They'll eventually make their way and die into the cactus, whether they're following whether they're following a player or not. So eventually, they will die, and to me, that just means good rates, regardless. Especially with a big chunk like this and going to the max layer that slimes can spawn on. So I think we'll be fine. I mean, if it's any indication to how much is spawning now, and if someone just AFKs down here for a while, it's gonna be just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish off everything before they destroy me. They just keep spawning. It works almost as good as a manual farm, but that's just not as good for a server. So that's why I like to automate everything. So it also doesn't help that the last member of the block farmers that were on just now just got off, so they're all kind of redirected at me. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and count to see how big these pads are. I'm not obviously going to count every single block, just count the length and the width, and then we'll see it from there. So I'll be back whenever I have the materials. Die! Alright, we are back, and let's see here. We should have enough. Calculated it would take basically exactly 12 stacks to make one of these spawning pads, so I brought a little extra. And and we should have enough cactus to do this. So I'm gonna try to do this all in one fell swoop, one big little speed run. So let's go ahead and finish up this farm, shall we? Let's begin, and hopefully these slimes don't get in our way. So, all right, let's go. Alright guys, as you see we're about to place the last few blocks of water. Oh, let's do almost. Come on, straighten up there. There we go. Alright. So the water's all placed, so all these little guys have to do is just grow up a little bit so that they'll kill everything that comes towards it. So that's the majority of what I had to do. The farm is officially up and running. All you got to do is basically build a better collection area back here. Let's go ahead and maybe start that. Just going to have a little bit of a staircase leading down. No, see, that don't work. So let's block that off. Okay, now let's try right here. Just build basically a 3-wide staircase. I have an idea for a different way to get down here. A little more fancier just for the hell of it, but for right now I think this will work just fine for us. Ain't quite what I was meaning to do right here, but this will be fine for right now until we can find a better way of collection. Well, until I design a better way. It's basically done. Everything's basically done. Just gotta not die right here. That's a kind of important piece of things that don't need to happen. So let's go ahead and no. Ugh. Yeah, I know. Alright. Let's see here. There we go. Got some more flowing. So that's already gonna start backing up. So we're gonna have to go get a chest. So, alright guys, that more or less covers basically what I wanted to do in this episode. Hopefully it wasn't too long-winded, but this was a pretty big project that I wanted to hurry up and get done now that we had iron. And I think it turned out well. It should still work just fine. Like I said, I just saw something get destroyed over there. Let's see what happens over there. Yeah, see, there's a slight possibility that they might still try to like swim backwards, but they'll eventually die, as you see. They'll eventually get, destroyed. Right now they're able to hop over it, but that's just because they haven't grown up yet, but they will. So yeah, as you see, they're pretty much dying everywhere, and that's great. The farms are working pretty good. I don't know exactly how far I need to stand behind for all the chunks to be actively spawning. I think it might be too close to this first one right here. Nonetheless, the rate should be good. I mean, we already have a whole hopper full, and who knows how much more is flowing through here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go get a chest and start just add a little more storage here. So hope everyone enjoyed the episode. Between this episode and the next episode, you're gonna see a few things change. I gotta seriously rework my villager breeding. I gotta reposition it, and apparently over the last few minutes, somehow my villager that was at the doors has been destroyed. I don't know where he is, but he has been killed, I guess. I'm gonna have to reposition them all. I think I have to go farther way backwards, so I think I might head towards the what are you gonna do? Do something, I dare you. See, and this one's another good thing. I mean, if I'm standing right here, anything that comes near here is just gonna die. So at least once they, can't do that. So either way, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and go do that, but I'm gonna move the villagers back, and so you'll be seeing that change in the next episode. Damn, man, these things are not growing fast enough. They're just able to jump right over, aren't they? So, alright guys, well, have a great day. A fabulous day. Bye.